Thank you everyone for coming to Jess's lecture party. My name is Donovan, and today I will be talking about tarps. Side view of a tarp. Simply put, the tarp is the most underappreciated and misunderstood tool in the world. Now I know what you're thinking, a whole lecture on tarps? That's crazy, but this piece of plastic is more magnificent than you could ever imagine. Now believe it or not, tarps have been around for a very long time. Sailors in the 17th century needed a waterproof cover for their ship and a lot of the cargo that they were carrying, so they used tarpaulins. This is big. Tarpaulins were made out of canvas or linen, and they were soaked in tar. Canvas, and then they just soaked it with tar to make it waterproof. No leaks getting in there. The word tarp is a shortened form of tarpaulin, which comes from the Old English words tar, as in the sticky substance used, and paulin, meaning cloth. So in essence, today we are learning about sticky cloths. Write that down. How do you draw something sticky? That's not it. What am I doing? That's just weird. I'm gonna erase that. Whoops. Okay, that's... Now, while tarps began as a humble marine tool, their role quickly expanded. Fast forward to modern times, and they're everywhere. From protecting your car in a storm to becoming the world's most iconic emergency shelter, we see tarps all around the world. I mean, who hasn't seen a tarp at a construction site? Or when it starts raining, we see, barbecues. Give it a little door, a couple wheels. I like mobile barbecues, we'll give it a few wheels. And it's just getting hit by the rain. So much rain, all the rain coming down, and it's sad. It looked angry there for a second, but no, sad barbecue. But the nice thing about the world that we live in today, tarps are so accessible. And what we can do is basically cover that bad boy and turn that frown easily upside down. Tarps. This is personal experience. Tarps have definitely found their way into my heart more times than once. If there's ever a movie with Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci, you know for damn sure that there's gonna be a tarp in the trunk of that vehicle. No. And someone's gonna get stabbed.
Still alive. No. Fucking piece of shit. I mean, look at my fucking eyes. Die.
Or maybe shot. More times than once. And we can thank tarps for allowing them to not have to deal with such a big mess. Now, I know what you're all thinking right now. Where on earth are all of these marvelous pieces of plastic fabricated? And you guessed it, China. Oh, I missed the I. USA, India. The materials typically used to make tarps are polyethylene and PVC. And I'll be completely honest with you, these are pretty bad products. They are not biodegradable at all. They will take hundreds of years to break down. And there's a lot of tarps all over the world not being used because the stupid little rings on the corners break off all the time, and now that tarp is no good. So we throw a lot of tarps in the garbage. They just sit in landfills, get into the ocean. It's not good. Tarps are really bad for the environment. At the end of the day, who would think that this life-saving object would also be on the dark side of pollution? Not a lot of people, but now you do. You know because of this. But there is a big but. Now you might be asking yourself, Donovan, isn't there anything that tarps might be doing to help the environment? And thank you for asking that, because that's a great question. And yeah, you are right. They're putting tarps on icebergs. No, they're not putting tarps on icebergs. I misspoke. No, that's not glaciers. We don't want to protect icebergs. Those sink ships. They're putting tarps on glaciers. Glaciers. Italy, Switzerland, China, though it's mainly in Tibet, are starting to put tarps over top of glaciers. So typically, we have our Earth, our ice caps down here. There's our sun, shines those rays in, it reflects off our ice caps and it goes back out into space. But now, because so much ice is melted, we have a lot more exposed land, there's so much more erosion, dirt, and debris all over these glaciers. Rather than reflecting the sunlight, it's actually absorbing it. That's why these glaciers are melting at an unbelievable rate. But if we put tarps over that, we're covering all that dirt and debris, and we're actually starting to do exactly what they're supposed to do. They're starting to reflect that light and get it out of there. Obviously, it's a lot of surface area. It's gonna get warm. So yes, they're still melting, but they're melting at a much lower rate. So that's good. So there's a little bit of something there for tarps. Looks like Halloween over here. So with saying that, I think it's safe to say that the future of tarps is looking pretty bright. And if it's not bright, perhaps a little greener. We have the best researchers in the entire world that are all trying to find sustainable materials to replace plastic so tarps can truly thrive in the most green way possible. Now we look at this board here and we go, you know, is that it? Is there more to tarps, or does this cover everything? And the answer to that is absolutely, yeah, I covered everything. There's nothing you ever need to look at, no. ChatGPT, did they help write this? A little bit. So take most of what I said with a grain of salt. Bye.